where do all our memories go once we've made them?
Well, that's an interesting story. Sit down and I'll tell you. We need to go back into the midst of time, back before technology, an old abandoned library that was closed a long time ago. You can find a very special keeper. If you walk into the library, you can see a giant spiral ladder. Now, this is no ordinary library. Instead of books gathering dust, shelves are bursting with every kind of bookcase you can imagine. Big ones, small ones from all over the world. You hear the ding of a bell and turn around to see a dumb waiter bringing up a new load. You climb the spiral staircase and it's then that you see him. The keeper of the cases.
Hey! What do you think you're looking at? Get away! Don't you get any funny ideas, buddy. Those cases belong to me, and they're very important. Only a high-level expert, top-of-the-range keeper can possess the skill and delicate accuracy required to handle these cases. And it just so happens that you are looking at just such an expert. Now, back up a bit. If you're that interested, I'll tell you all about them. But keep your hands where I can see them. Right, there we are. My name is Kenneth, and I am the keeper of the cases. These are my cases. I have all types of cases in my collection. Suitcases, travel cases, briefcases, cases for glasses, cases for instruments, and I think I even have a few phone cases lying about somewhere. These are no ordinary cases. They contain memories. It is the job of a casekeeper to store lost memories in cases for safekeeping just in case they are ever needed. A memory cannot just be plopped into any old case. They must be specially selected, and that is also my job. It's funny that you arrived when you did, because I was just in the middle of sorting out some particularly interesting memories. Come and have a look, but no touching. First, let's go to adventure.
Once there was a boy who loved cable cars, but he lived in a flat country, a long way away from mountains and cable cars. He was very sad. But then, one day, his family decided to visit Austria. They went by train. It was fun. When they arrived, they took a bus to the mountains. The scenery was beautiful. In the distance, they saw a cable car station. The boy was so excited. The boy and his family took the first cable car they could. It was amazing. The boy got out of the cable car at the top of the mountain and looked out over the Alps. It was the happiest day of his life. The end.
One day I was on my computer and I found a roller coaster challenge. I knew what I had to do. The next day I went to the theme park. While I was queuing, I discovered the park had 9 roller coasters instead of 7, so I added them to my own challenge. The first roller coaster was amazing. It had 14 loops in a row. I went on roller coasters all day till the park closed. I managed to do all 9. I even got a photo to remember it with. Best day ever.
Adventure, one of my personal favorites. Now, let's have a look at the next category. How about holidays and travel?
Upon a jolly good time, there lived a magnificently elegant young gentleman named Nicholas James. One summer, he chose to venture off to the emerald wonderland of Inishmaan. Upon his arrival, he instantaneously immersed himself in the local lifestyle and culture. Another day, he strolled along the dramatic cliff tops with the soothing waves crashing against the rocks. At sunset each day, he went to the local pub for a genial drink. He loved the fact that it was adjacent to his holiday home and that it could mean he could relax after a busy day of walking. One day, he ambled up the hill to check out the delightful view. When the holiday concluded, he stated to his family, Inishmaan is like one big meditation.
In 2014, Tom travelled by plane to South Africa to be at his aunt and uncle's wedding. It had been the first time he had been on a plane since he was a baby. He stayed in the safari park and went around in a jeep to see all the animals. First he saw an elephant. It was enormous. Then he saw a rhino. Its tail was curled up, meaning it was agitated. Finally he saw a lion, but it was really far away. That was the best holiday I have ever had, Tom thought to himself on the plane home.
I have been to the airport with my family. We all took our suitcases. We were all excited to go flying on holiday. Our suitcases had to go on the conveyor belt. We had to go through security. We have to get to our gate. It closes in 20 minutes. We get on the plane, which is about to take off and fly.
I'm sleeping in my bed. Oh my goodness, it's time I go on holiday today. Okay. Okay, let me get dressed in my wardrobe. Okay, let's get my suitcase. I'll be on my way. Woohoo! I'm in the car. Oh, how long is the journey gonna be? It's been 3 hours of just non-stop motion. Making the car. Hey, we're finally here.
Ah, holidays. I always liked being in my bikini on... there you are. Where was I? Yes. The next category. Probably the most important. Family and friends.
Once upon a time, there was a teenager called Cassie. She was kind, caring, and sweet. She was going to be a bridesmaid at a wedding, and she was very excited and looking forward to it. She felt a sense of joy as she walked down the aisle and watched the ceremony. It was really a magical day that Cassie would never forget.
The cake was too small and it wasn't right yet. So I put it in the oven for it to expand and have a better taste. Then, miraculously, it was expanding, and then the colours were really showing on the cake. Then I took the cake out the oven, and then I sat on the table and I ate my rainbow cake, and it tasted really good.
There you have it. But remember, you must keep it a secret. Shh.
Wow, I never knew memories were so precious.
Alright, time for bed now.
But I have so many questions, my brain is bursting. But how do I find the keeper? Which library does he live in? Is he friendly? Can I find him after school?
I don't think the keeper wants to be found. Like the tooth fairy and Easter bunny. But we know that they are important, and we mustn't ever see them.
Alright, but why do we have all these memories? What use are they to me?
Memories are special. They cheer us up when we're sad by reminding us of all our favourite people, places and things. They show us how loved we are. We made some today, and we'll make more tomorrow for the keeper to look after. But now, it's time for bed.